Now you think that he's here because he just wants to be with me, right? He just wants to be with me. That's all it is. No, he's here for this. He wants this thing. He absolutely wants this thing. And that's why he's sitting there. He's just biding his time, waiting. Except now another cat just jumped down, so now he's distracted. All right. Today I'm going to show you my Goblins Shadowlands deck, I should say. Just have 3 more decks to show you. My other Naga deck and my other Phoenix deck. I have 3 Phoenix decks. And he's going to continue to, he's trying to act like he's, oh, I'm just looking over here at this. Yeah, I'm not looking at that. No, I'm not going for that. All right, he'll bide his time and figure something out. All right, so this deck is not as good as my main Shadowlands deck. You cannot have that. All right, I have to take that away. Because otherwise, this is never going to work, and I'm never going to finish the video. Yeah. You just want that, don't you? I can't let you have that. I need that. All right. This is not as good as my main Shadowlands deck. But it is a fun deck to play because, goblins are fun. There are some fun things in the deck that I like. So, but it can't compete with my Shadowlands deck. With my main Shadowlands deck, which was one of the first videos I showed. I made a video for. So the spawning ground is cool. It's got a 7 province strength, so that's better. Everything here is pretty standard, except that my goblins get +1 F +1 chi. So do ogres, onis, and trolls if you use this province. Now again, I don't like the generic border. There are some cards in the deck that use the generic border because it's hard to find enough cards to build the deck back in the day, and I ended up using some of the generic bordered cards. I'd rather not, but this is what I have. So this is not a great deck, but it is kind of fun to play at times. All right. So the 1F1 chi though is pretty powerful. I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong with giving all of your goblins +1 F +1 chi. So I've got a couple copies here of the Goblin Shaman. He's just a 0/2 for 5. Open, bow the Shaman, and discard a Fate card. Select a number of Goblin cards equal to the focus value of the discard. These goblins gain the Cavalry trait to the end of the turn. So that's a neat little trick that he can do. So cool. Then we have the Goblin Warmonger for 5 mana, or 5 gold. You get a 2/1. The Goblin Warmonger may not be killed so long as you have any Goblin followers in his unit. If the Goblin Warmonger is destroyed with Goblin followers in his unit, destroy all the cards except him, and he becomes bound. So sure. So 3 copies. Then we have, actually, I should go right to the experienced version of him next. I had him moved over for some reason. So the experienced version is Kapusku, a 3/2 for 6. I'm surprised that he has 1 personal honor. Shouldn't they? So does yeah, no, 0. Yeah, I would expect 0. I'm surprised of the 1. That's odd to me. Anyway, he cannot be destroyed. Same thing. Everything's the same except battle. Replace one of your units in this battle with Kapusku's unit if Kapusku is not assigned to a battle. That's his ability. So, okay. Then we have a standard Goblin Wizard. So for 2 gold, you get a 0/2, and you lose 4 honor, but I don't care about honor loss. And that's it. He's there. I've got 5 spells in this deck. They're neat spells. They're just 2 different spells, but they're neat. So 3 copies of the Goblin Wizard. Then we have Omoni. I'm guessing Omoni is how you pronounce it. A 3/2 for 5. Sculptor of Flesh. I don't remember these cards now. Raise the strength of each fear effect Omoni produces by 1 for every 2 goblin followers attached to him. Battle Fear 2. Fine. Nothing great. So just 1 copy. Was he unique? No. All right. So then we have Orshat. Man, 5 gold, a 4 force. 2 chi is fine. He will only attach goblin followers. So that's just a big goblin. Kind of an odd card. 3 copies, though. And we have another Shugenja, Goblin Shugenja, the Exalted Ugu. For 4 gold, you get a 0/2 reaction bow. 1 or more goblin cards you control to reduce the gold cost of a spell being attached to Ugu by an amount equal to the number of goblins you bow. It's fine. No big deal, but I needed a couple Shugenja in here just so I could cast those spells. Wuto, I'm guessing. Goblin Scout, 3 gold for a 0/2. Maho reaction. And I've never understood what the Maho does. What is the difference and why did they do Kiho Maho? If anyone wants to tell me what the difference is, that would be great, because I don't remember. I don't know if I ever even knew what the difference was. When a player plays a terrain, bow one of your Goblin Shugenja in this battle to send Wuto home from this battle without bowing and to destroy the terrain. Not a bad ability. All right, so that's all the goblins that are in here. So I have a lot of goblin followers, so 1 Bushi Dojo. And this is a really cool card, the Festering Pit of Fu Lang. This is in my main Shadowlands deck too. 2 gold, reaction, bow at any time to reduce the gold cost of any Shadowlands card by 5 until the end of the turn. Yeah, nasty. Tomb of, is it Luchaban or is it Iuchiban? I don't know. So 5 gold, unique, this is a unique, it's not a fortification, it's just a unique holding. Reaction, bow to give a permanent 1F 1 chi bonus to any non-Oni Shadowlands personality as you are bringing it into play. That's pretty cool. So they already get a 1F bonus. This gives them another 1F bonus as you play them. How many black markets? 3. Interesting that there's a different looking black market there, smaller letters. I'm not sure what happened there, but oh well. Corrupted Geisha House. I'm glad to see that I do have 3 more Corrupted Geisha House if I ever need them for a deck. I can pull them out. Corrupted Iron Mine. We've got 3 of those. Corrupted Silver Mine. And we don't care about the honor loss for those of you who don't know. That's why we play these. The honor loss doesn't matter to us. The Big Stink. Now that's a fun region. As soon as I saw it, unique. When a goblin personality is put into play from this province, attach 2 1F goblin non-human Shadowlands followers to him. All non-goblin personalities and followers are minus 1F while at a battle in this province. That's just fun. That's a good card. And oh wait, I can't be playing 2. They're unique. So that's a mistake. Oh, how did I not see that from back in the day? I mean, I haven't played this deck in years. I'm wondering why I put 2 and didn't even see. It says unique right in front of your face. Oh well. Corrupted Region. All Shadowlands personalities and followers in a battle at this province receive a 1F bonus. All non-Shadowlands personalities bowing to produce spell effects during a battle at this region receive a minus 1 chi corruption token. That's cool. That's really good. And then the Plains of Otasan Uchi, which is something that I really like this thing. And again, now see, this is unique, and I'm only playing 1. I knew that. This province always holds 2 dynasty cards instead of 1. Treat this as if there were 2 provinces for the purposes of drawing or holding cards, but as only 1 province for purposes of targeting provinces and during the attack phase. If this province is destroyed, you lose 10 honor. Big deal. So it's the perfect card for any Shadowlands deck because you don't care about the honor loss. Festival of Long Sticks. Just, you got to have a goblin event, right? All goblin cards in play are bowed. Any unit with a Goblin card gains a 1F Goblin non-human Shadowlands follower token for every Goblin card in the unit. Cool. But all Goblin cards in play are bowed. So yeah, that's not really all that good. But I guess you do it to get more Goblins, right? You gain it, yeah, you get more Goblins. Then I'm playing Casada's Funeral. Until the end of the game, players may not achieve an honor victory unless they have destroyed a province in battle or have at least one elemental ring in play. You got to play that in your Shadowlands deck when you go up against those honor decks. And Suspicions. Until the end of the game, every player, including yourself, loses one honor immediately after each of your events phases. So that's the deck. It's pretty good, but goblins are weak, but they are better with this province. So I'm going to obviously run 3 Confusions at Court. That's just a given. Then we're going to run Corrupted Ground, Battle, Terrain. All Shadowlands personalities and followers in this battle get a 1F. So 3 Corrupted Ground. Magic Mud, just have 1. Battle, target a Goblin personality or follower in this battle. The Goblin gains +2F and the ability Battle Fear 2, but immediately after the end of this battle, the Goblin is destroyed. So you lose him, but you cover him in mud. That's what you do. Traversable Terrain, 2 copies of Traversable Terrain. And that's it for the action cards in this deck. Mostly now we're just going to have followers. So we have the Goblin Berserkers, 0/0 for 0. Destroy the Goblin Berserkers. Return this unit to your fief. This action may be performed if the attached personality is bowed. So that's why they exist. That they exist to simply protect your unit. Yeah, that's it. So 2 copies. Goblin Chuckers. For 2 gold, you get a 2-force Goblin who can bow for a range 2 attack. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. 3 copies of those. Then we have the Goblin Madcaps, so 3 gold for 3 force. That's good. The Goblin Madcaps are destroyed if they are ever in the same unit with a non-Goblin personality or follower. That's never going to come up. They have Battle Fear 2. So, yeah, of course you put them in. It's 3 force. Goblin Mob, so now it's a free and you get a 1 force bonus. Reaction, you may change the target of a ranged attack to the Goblin Mob if the original target was in this unit. Excellent. You certainly want to play those. And the Goblin Sneaks are, if I remember right, the best Goblin follower in the game. I could be wrong, but I believe they were. They do cost 4. You get a 2F follower. When this follower has been destroyed, you may return it to play during your end phase, attaching it to any unbowed personality you control. That just seems crazy to me. I mean, they just keep coming back, so it seems nuts. And then Swamp Goblins were cool too, if I remember. I don't remember what they do, but 2 gold, and they're nothing. They're 0. During each of your straighten phases, place a 1F Swamp token on the Swamp Goblins. If the Swamp Goblins are attached to a non-Goblin personality and ever have a total force greater than the personality, he is destroyed. So in your Goblin deck, they're amazing. They just, each of your straighten phases, you get a 1F Swamp token on them. So they just keep getting bigger and bigger. All right. Items. Basher's Club, 3 gold. You get a +1 chi bonus for your personality. Weapon may only be attached to a Goblin personality. All bonuses to force or chi that this personality receives from actions are increased by 1. Perfectly fine weapon to give a Goblin. And then, of course, the Goblin War Standard. This is probably the original reason I wanted to build the deck. I said, the Goblin War Standard, yay! 2 gold. All Goblin personalities and followers in this army gain a 1F bonus. All Goblin personalities in this army gain a 1 chi bonus. Okay, so the personalities and followers get a 1F. The personalities get a 1 chi bonus. So that's good. So 3 Goblin War Standards. And the Goblin War Truck, how many? Just 1. 2 gold. Bow any Goblin personality or follower you control to give the War Truck a +1 force until the end of the turn. If the War Truck is destroyed this turn, the Goblin is also destroyed. So you just use this on one of your 0 force goblins, and you get a 1F bonus. It's simple. It's no big deal. Genzo's Battle Standard, I probably just put this in because why not? Unique, may only be attached to Shadowlands. Followers in this army attached receive a +1F attached to a Shadowlands personality. Followers, okay. All opposing Shadowlands personalities receive a -1F penalty. Reaction: bow when a Shadowlands personality is destroyed to move one follower from that unit and attach it to this personality. So the battle standard is very, very good. All right, the cool spells: Blood of Midnight, 4 gold. Battle bow this Shigenja to give an attacking personality with the Shadowlands trait a 4F bonus until the end of the turn. That's awesome. And then summon Undead Champion, 2 copies for 3 gold, limited, means that you can only do it on your turn. Bow this Shigenja and destroy this spell to summon an Undead Champion. Undead Champion has a force of 5 and a chi of 2 and a personal honor of 0. Undead Champion is considered a Shadowlands personality card when summoned, and you lose 4 honor. So yeah, card is great. You summon your big 5-force Undead Champion and the Ring of Void. So that's the deck. It's straightforward, nothing too fancy. And I did beat my opponent. I remember beating him sometimes with this deck, and sometimes he beat me. And it was a much more even match than when I just played my giant Shadowlands monsters and would just bash him to bits. I think he did create an anti-Shadowlands deck just so that he could play me, and I still beat him more often than I lost, even with everything being anti-Shadowlands. So that's how crazy that deck is. Yet it was not the dominant deck in Constructed, so I was told many times, until I got my butt handed to me by a guy that I played at a game store, playing Sensei's Shrine, and he told me later that he took 3rd place at Gen Con. So I didn't feel so bad that he totally beat my ass with his honor deck. It was just crazy how easily he handled my Shadowlands cards. It was quite amazing to watch. But that just shows you it's all about skill more so than just how good your deck is. Skill makes a lot of difference. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. 2 more decks to show you. My other Naga deck, which features ranged attacks, and my 3rd Phoenix deck, which I've been going to hold off till last. Is one of my favorite Phoenix personalities with a cool dueling ability, which my friend did not like. He did not like that card. I'm sure some of you already know who I'm talking about. All right. I'll be putting out another Wyvern video at some point here soon. And I just made a video about the card game Quest of the Round Table. Check that out. I think you'd really enjoy that game. It's you can get it on eBay for reasonable price, and it's a fun game to play with family and friends. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.